Oh my God. What's up, G?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
Fresh off the boat. Yeah,
It's been
we
a, it's
back.
been a, it's been like two weeks. About
Man,
2 weeks since we
no, we
I
just
think that
recorded. We just recorded like about 4 or 5 days ago.
was it 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah, I don't think it was a week. Can't it couldn't have been a week. I just posted some videos
I,
2 days
I,
ago.
I don't know.
But we
Anyway,
back, y'all. Real talk with Jen Mark. Let's go.
yeah. So this episode we was me and Mark were discussing yesterday about the new overturned abortion laws, Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
You know what? Some people think that, and this is men and women. I'm talking about men and women in general. You got some that think that because women are the only ones that can have babies or get abortions, that they're the only ones that can really talk about it or can be affected. And that's just simply not true. Everybody is affected by these laws, because I think once they made these laws, once they overturned Roe versus Wade, uh, you got the states that the certain states are trying to overturn different laws that that are now in place. I think like gay marriage and I think I heard gay marriage. I can't think of the second one, but
I
who
didn't know that.
knows?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, who really knows what else is going to happen uh, after this?
Yeah, who really knows?
Yeah, man. So I mean, and it's so crazy because on the news, man, it was like they were saying in certain states that uh, some clinics were like canceling the
Appointments, yeah, they was
appointment
canceling
the
appointments, yeah.
abortion appointments, and then some of them were like, well, some of them were saying, some clinics were saying the appointments that they had
Hmm.
for that day, that was it.
Yeah.
So if you didn't get uh if you didn't trying to say this without sounding horrible.
Oh my God. You about to be on hold on. You about to be on your Corey Hogan stuff, ain't you? I
Yeah,
see I feel it coming. I feel it coming. Don't say it.
yeah.
Don't
That,
say it, bro. Don't say it.
I feel like, yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, if you haven't gotten an abortion by that time, then yeah.
So let me ask you though. So does that mean that they're gonna start making plan Bs?
Well, I
Like
think
are they pulling those?
what some states, I guess some governors in some states were saying that I guess they're trying to do is trying to get rid of certain I guess Plan Bs or certain contraceptives.
Okay.
I'm sure condoms are going to still be around.
They better be.
Condoms, and use the different methods, other methods, I guess.
Hmm. What you want to say it so bad? Don't say it. Don't say it, man. Because that'll just make everything worse.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
man,
Pulling
man,
out, I think, is still a method. I don't think that's ever going to go away. You just gotta
yeah.
find that right spot. You know what I mean? The time.
But
Find
you know
that
what?
right time and I just let it go.
But you know what's crazy though, man? The reason why you know they're against it is because, like, what if happens if they get raped by somebody?
Now that's what that was one of, those were one of the concerns about,
Yeah,
the laws, whatever.
and it's their choice. Like, it's their choice too. You're taking away their choice, and there's so many different scenarios and situations that can happen that they feel like they might need to get the abortion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how they can just pass this law and not think about all those things and
I
just be
think
like,
I think they thought about it for a while though, because you gotta think getting raped and then you have to keep the baby.
right,
That's extreme. I think
it
the
is.
most common that's extreme. The most common thing, man, is I got pregnant, or me and my boyfriend got pregnant, or this guy I'm with, we got pregnant, and I
Hmm.
don't want the baby.
Right. That's another one.
So, I mean, and it sucks because it's like at first it was a woman can get an abortion no
Hmm.
matter what her husband or boyfriend or the father of the baby says.
Right.
She can get an abortion. Now it's like, well, now it's like you got to think before you let him shoot the club up.
Yeah.
Because
Believe
now
that.
it's like it's
Believe that too.
forcing you to be like, all right, I have to be an adult. No more going out, uh,
Just being reckless with your life.
being raw with some randoms. Now you actually have to think about like your next steps.
You do. Ain't no way around it.
Yeah, man,
It's tough.
that's tough. Yeah, yeah, man.
I don't know, man. They're gonna have to reverse it sooner or later. Like it's something tragic gonna happen, and they're gonna have to take that back. They're gonna have to do something. They can't just leave it like that. You
Well, I
know,
mean, tell you the truth, it's been like that for the last 50 years.
go on.
Last Roe and Wade. It's been like that for the last 50 years.
Wow,
So
it's sad.
I really don't know what is going to happen. But
Yeah,
I mean, things are constantly changing though, man. Things are constantly changing. Now, this is the crazy thing, right? Whatever. Like, so this came about after 50 years. You know how many laws and new things have been put into law over the last like year?
yeah.
Over the last year, like Asian hate,
Oh yeah.
all of a sudden, there's a law. LGBTQ, RS, whatever. All of a sudden, a law.
Oh, everything. Man, we going downhill, man. Everything is just sucks right now. Like that. Then you got monkeypox spreading its germs around, and then you got we still in the middle of a pandemic, gas price inflation. It's just like all my life I thought like, man, could nothing stop the world from moving forward. And then 2019 came in, and ever since then it's just been chaos, madness, drama. It's like how did this even happen, man? Why is it even happening? The question you sit back and think, people losing their minds out here, bro. Like they're shooting at these kids are shooting each other to death. You got carjackings, these shootings, you got the gas prices, you got people just, losing their minds, bro. And then you got this taking away
Yeah,
their right, to, make a decision on if they want to have a child or not, and whatever their reason is for why they don't want to have it. And that's being taken away. And it's like, what's next? Like what's next?
yeah.
Because
I
they on a
mean,
roll right now.
yeah.
They on a roll.
I think about it like every year there's millions and millions of babies being uh, aborted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that kind of sucks too.
It does.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
no, it really does. Like,
So it's like, yeah, it's their choice, but you gotta think there's millions and millions of babies each year being aborted. And then some
see,
abortion clinics, they won't even see you if you got like scar tissue from like three of them joints.
bruh, I know you dying to
Like
say something crazy, and I don't want you to. This is a sensitive subject,
it
and
is a sensitive subject, man. It
I
is a sensitive
can't. I had to
subject.
look away. I'm like, I see the smile coming about, and I'm like,
I mean, like,
it's about to
cause
get bad.
and you know what crazy is? Because the slogan for abortion back when it first started was, I guess, "My body, my choice." People use
Yeah.
that for everything now. I remember like I seen a clip where a lady was like, she doesn't want to. She shouldn't have to get vaccinated to work, whatever. She said, "My body, my choice."
Yeah.
I was like, "You did you just say my body, my choice?"
the
Using using
abortion
the
slogan.
the abortion slogan. But hey, I don't know what to say, man.
I
Like
don't know what to say.
this is one of those things where it's like I'm going to sit back,
And watch.
eat some popcorn, and just see what happens.
That's pretty much all we can do at this point.
Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you. So now this has been overturned. What if you and a young lady was involved? You know,
Mm,
boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. What whatever label
right.
that you guys wanted to use, and you wanted the baby. I found out you was pregnant. Not you was pregnant,
Yeah.
but she was pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
and you wanted a child, but she said no, and she had the right to go ahead and just
Abort the
get
baby.
an abortion. I mean,
Stop trying to squeeze something
how
else in
would
there,
that
bro.
make you feel, man?
Man, I mean, like right now, like we had this conversation. She can't. Like she gotta have a baby. She don't want a baby. That would suck that I would want the baby and she wouldn't.
Yeah,
And then it's like she gotta have the baby, and then it's like we're gonna have problems raising the baby because she ain't gonna want me around. Because I mean, there's just so many things that can happen and be said. I really wouldn't know what to feel because I wouldn't want to have a child with somebody that didn't want to have my child. You know, before the law, man, go ahead and get rid of it then. I mean, I don't want you to not be happy. I don't
yeah,
want, I sacrifice what I want to get so for you to get what you want.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if I didn't want to have a baby and she did, and we had a baby, I shouldn't have been in a situation like this in the first place. Like,
See, and see now that's a tough situation too because if
yeah,
you want an abortion, I mean, if you're not ready to be a father yet, but
no, I'm
she
ready to be a
wants a
father.
baby, huh?
It's just I'm ready to be a father. It's just the person that I'm with. If I don't,
Right,
I said
or
this.
that,
This is the one thing I said, G. From now on, whoever I lay with, they gotta be up to par for me to have a baby with. Anybody that I lay with, I gotta have some type of connection with them, know them or whatever. I gotta build up to that. They be like, you don't want to have sex on the first night. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, it depends. You know what I'm saying? Because I just thought about condoms, so I got stopped in my track. I'm like, oh, I can just wear condoms. but it's like them accidental things. Stuff might pop, or it might come off inside, and then you get the
or it just might not fucking work. You know what I mean?
right. You know what I'm saying? And then she's okay, but she's not great. Like she's not the one I want to have kids with. Then I'm gonna be like, I gotta bite the bullet. But I said to myself, anybody I lay with at this point, they they can, I put in my mind that I would want to have a kid with them. You know, that's how I put it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I put it. She got to be kid worthy, wife worthy, with all that. Whoever I lay with, at this point.
yeah,
I used to run around reckless and wild in my 20s, and it almost didn't matter. It almost didn't matter. So I had a couple of scares back in the day, but I mean, I see myself. I'm like, yeah, I can try to deal with it, and then like later on, we talking and we get to know each other even more. And I find a whole bunch of things I don't like, and I be like, no, 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 and then I try to find the happiness in them, and I just don't get it again. I be like, young, I got to abort, abort mission, abort mission. But yeah, that's how I pretty much try to like uh get out of that situation. Just lay with people that it shouldn't be laying with nobody like that. We got our family listening to this podcast. So they're gonna say you shouldn't be having sex with nobody. You're supposed to be getting married. The vibes. But
no, the crazy thing is you shouldn't be having sex with nobody until you get married, right? Then you get
yeah,
married, and then the
then the
fucking
sex
sex
stop.
stop.
How redundant is that? I
Jokes on
always
you
thought about that.
guys.
I always thought about that. You get married, you gotta have sex when you're married. And then you
See,
get
because
married, and
there's
then the
no
sex
there, because
stops.
there's no more leverage. Because
It's
there's
stupid.
no more leverage.
It make you question the Bible. Like, all right, hold up.
They make you
Now,
question everything. It's like,
yeah,
hold up,
it make you question
they make
everything.
you
Like,
question everything. Yeah,
why am I told to get married and have sex? But then that happens, and then the sex stops. Like, what happened? I was lied to my whole life. Damn this
yeah,
rap
man.
music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you win to lose. You lose the win or whatever how it go. You lose something. You always lose. And
You gotta think
it's
about it,
sad.
man. If you have the wrong one beside you when you're
Yeah.
walking, excuse me, when you're walking down the aisle
Yeah.
and you get married to this person who ends up being
Mm-hmm.
some kind of sociopathic monster,
Wow.
and then you stuck. But then the sucky thing about it now it feels like everything gets stacked up against you.
It
So
is.
like if she gets pregnant, you guys get pregnant. If she wanted to
Mm-hmm.
have an abortion, she can get an abortion. Married or it don't matter whether you're married or not. Her body,
Yeah. Her body. Her choice.
her choice. It doesn't matter what you have to offer because without your seed, there's no baby. Without her egg,
Right.
of course, there's no baby. But it takes two of you, so half that baby is yours. That
Yeah.
it doesn't matter
All right.
if you get divorced. If you get divorced, half your stuff is gone.
Half your
Now
stuff
that's
is
the
gone.
crazy
Yeah, you're
part. Now
correct.
she can take half your stuff once you divorce, but you can't have those same rights as she has when it comes to your child. Because
Exactly.
once that seed leaves your body, all of a sudden you have no more rights.
Sucks to be men, right?
Yeah. So when I hear the overturn of Roe and Wade or Wade and Woe, however you want to wait, Roe and Wade, whatever.
Right, roadways. Let's be go with
All I know is that as it comes to abortion laws, like row your boat. That bitch has sailed.
that. Jenny down the
I
stream, huh?
don't know what these girls are going to do. I
Yeah.
really don't. All I can say is, hey, be safe, wrap it up,
Wrap it up.
or you learn to swallow or something because it's going to be
Whoa.
tough. It's going to be tough.
Whoa. And with that being said, we are done with that.
We are out of here.
We're out of here. Cut the cut,
Cut the tape.
cut the tape and be like, God, what the hell? You on it today. Oh man.
Oh, man,
This is
sober
the real
too. Yeah, man.
podcast. GM Mark, man.
We out here.
We out.